How much does HMRC receive from UK taxpayers annually? The UK government collects approximately £1.1 trillion in income tax every year. How much would it cost to send every child in the UK to university? About £17 billion per year. How much would it cost to end homelessness in the UK? It's estimated that ending homelessness would cost around £1 billion annually. How much has the UK government spent supporting the efforts in Ukraine so far? Approximately £13 billion. Hearing these figures, I started thinking. The UK government receives £1.1 trillion per year in income tax. Is the math adding up for you? Based on these numbers, they could send every child to university and end homelessness without even putting a dent in the amount they receive from income tax alone. When I look at my payslip and see how much tax is deducted before my salary even hits my bank account, I can't help but wonder, where is all that money going? If Keir Starmer really wanted to make life better in the UK, he could do it. He could send every child to university, end homelessness, and still have plenty left over. But he doesn't want to. Think about it. With £1.1 trillion, Labour could give public sector workers a £10,000 annual pay rise for 20 years, tax-free, and still have change left over. Imagine if they had included that in their manifesto. Just 1 year of reallocated tax revenue to address these issues. We'd all rally behind that, wouldn't we? They could create a golden year for the UK, eradicating poverty, homelessness, and student debt. But Labour won't. Why? Because it doesn't serve the interests of the elite. Corporations and entrenched power structures need us to stay on our knees. The more I think about it, the more frustrating it becomes. Even if they can't solve every issue with the tax revenue they collect, they could address some of these problems in a meaningful way. It's not about a lack of resources, it's a lack of political will. If the Labour government really wanted to prioritise its citizens, it could make bold, radical changes. So why don't they? It's hard not to feel powerless when you realise the potential for change is there, but the will to act isn't. Still, imagining what the UK could look like if we dared to redirect even a fraction of that money for just 1 year, it's mind-blowing. It's a shame the Labour government isn't willing to take that leap. But the more we talk about this, the more we make others aware, the more we can push to get Starmer out for someone better. Imagine what the UK could look like if they actually listened to the people and cared enough to make it happen.